And from stocks here to real estate, the rocky recovery from housing continues. Foreclosures are on the rise. Over 37,000 homes were repossessed last month.
Foreclosure filings jump above 300,000 for the sixth straight month in August. Is there any sign of improvement ahead?
The volume of inventory of foreclosures is off the charts.
Banks are seeing dollar signs. They're speeding up all foreclosures.
Helen Bailey has lived at her house on Stoker's Lane for 23 years. Last year, she fell behind on her mortgage payments. J.P. Morgan Chase was going to foreclose.
So I was in court that day in front of Chancellor Lyle on another case. And as court got started, the judge called one of the first cases up, and it involved this little, frail black lady who went up there by herself. The other side had a lawyer, and the lawyer was doing a lot of talking. And the black lady was just sitting there. And the judge finally said to her, "Miss Bailey, they're wanting to set the case for trial. Do you understand that?" And Helen said, "I don't understand any of this. I just don't want to lose my house." And my heart started pounding like I was in church. And I stood up and I said in front of the whole courtroom, "Your Honor, will you please appoint me to represent this lady?"
And you said, "I'll take it, Keith. God is good."
She did everything she could for everybody else at her own expense, to the point that when she needed help, most of the people around her abandoned her.
And we went outside, and I took Helen's case that day to fight for her because she needed help.
And fight we did. In the courtrooms and in the media, locally and across the nation, article after article told Helen's story.
I really want to scare you because I had been at that marching so long for civil rights. Yes. And wasn't too much could scare me.
Even recognized civil rights leaders took up the charge.
Save Miss Bailey's home!
Yes! Popular radio personalities championed the cause.
The story that absolutely caught my attention yesterday. A 78-year-old longtime civil rights activist in Nashville, Tennessee, could very well be thrown out of her home. Some 40,000 people have signed a petition trying to back her, saying, "How dare you throw this woman out of her house?"
Yes, it's such a sad situation. And actually her situation mirrors that of so many African Americans in this country. She's lived in this house for about 23 years, originally as a renter. Then she purchased it about 12 years ago. Her family members are saying that she just needs to give up the fight and just come live with them, but she refuses to do that. She loves her neighborhood. She attends a church just a few doors down from her house because she's able to walk there.
Like many people all across this country, folks are trying to get these mortgage payments lowered from these banks who got bailed out, and the banks are making it more difficult, frankly, until there's public pressure.
I think everybody should fight for what they want. I'm sorry. And what they believe in. I didn't buy the house to move out of it. I bought it to live here until I died.
So what we ended up doing is fighting America's largest bank for months, trying to stop them from taking Helen Bailey's house. And at times it was intense. You got a Nashville law firm of 15, 20 people fighting America's largest bank. And we won. We won.
An elderly woman who was facing foreclosure is now celebrating a win. The banks agreed to let her keep her home, but the victory did not come easily. The details are confidential. However, we do know that Bailey will get to stay in her house for the rest of her life.
Well, I'm glad you're still here in this house.
I am too, but if it hadn't been for you, you don't back down for nothing. Thank God you strong.
That was our promise to her, that she was never going to have to worry about staying in that house. She was never going to have to worry about being kicked out of that house. It's all been taken care of. You
I hope
had to have.
Rocky don't leave me, because I'm trustworthy just like he is.
We've been sticking with you. We're never going to leave you.
Happy birthday, Miss Helen!
Thank you, thank you.
We brought you some presents.
Oh, y'all so sweet.
Well, I mean,
Go in and come on in.
Is it your birthday today?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
How old are you now? 50 what?
I ain't gonna tell you.
50 what?
I'm just
52?
no 42.
42? Give me a oh, good.
It's the best thing that I've ever done. Period. Not just in my legal career, but as a person.